Yes, sir. Hey, man, this is Drico, EYSN, Get You Sport Network. Today, we locked in with coaches from Newnan Outlaws, 9U. What up, fellas?
What up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Coach?
Ain't nothing much, man. Pleasure to have y'all guys today.
Man, good to be here, bro.
Appreciate you,
Just
brother.
first off, man, everybody just give a quick introduction of themselves, your name, your position, and how long you been coaching.
And my name, Coach Willie. Man, I've been coaching. This will be my 14th year. I've been with the Outlaw 12 years, now with another program 2 years prior to this. But and in all, I've been coaching 14 years. I'm the head coach of the 9U Outlaw. I run the offense.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Roger Patrick. I've been going about 10 years, and my position is to work with defensive line.
Coach K. I've been with the Outlaw in my fifth year. I work with the running backs and the defensive ends.
Okay, cool. So we got some history. Uh, okay. So we just started. We started. Have y'all started out with these same guys at 5U?
Actually, this team had another coach at 5U because at that time, me and Coach Roderick was still with the older boys at 12U, and Coach Ken was with the 10U.
Yeah.
So me and Coach Roger dropped down and caught this team at six. At 5U, that team didn't win a game. But by the time we came on board at six, that's when we took over the team. And then Coach Ken came the following year when we were seven.
Okay, so let's take it back to that 6U year. 6U year, y'all came out of nowhere, out the blue. The hype all was around Century the Cab, and that year Century the Cab, that was really the hype. Then you had North Henry had a nice squad, and Hateville had a nice squad. So coming to the playoffs, the state playoffs, born to compete, it was first game y'all knocked off Century the Cab, right?
No, the first game we knocked off Tigers Elite.
First
Yeah,
game knocked off Tigers Elite. They had a nice squad too. Y'all knocked off Tigers Elite first game. Second game,
Yeah, they won their league. They went undefeated that season. I want to say.
yeah, they did. Then the second game, who did y'all have? Second game in the playoffs.
Well, the B2C playoff, correct?
The 6U year.
Yeah, we knocked out CDJ,
CDJ the second round. Then after that for the championship, y'all beat y'all beat
Twin City.
Twin City Outlaws for the championship. Cause
Right,
both of y'all teams, y'all in Twin City both came out of nowhere. Nobody really knew who y'all were in the city. Or if they did, they didn't know much about y'all. So of course they counted y'all out.
right, correct. Because that season, Twin City was a new team. I believe that's yeah. Now the prior year, Twin City had two age groups, so they came in that 6 year that they added some more age groups, so they was new. And with us, I guess that team didn't do nothing at 5U, so nobody expected nothing of it.
Right,
So yeah, we ran the whole season playing under the radar, us in Twin City.
right. So y'all came in, y'all knocked them off, won 6U B2C champs, state champs, 6U. 7U, y'all came back. That was the COVID year. Y'all went up and played 8U, correct?
Yeah, at 7U, our league, which is Maple, South Fulton shut down, so our league shut down. And we was in the bind trying to find a lead to get in. And the league we got in initially was supposed to have seven, but they didn't. Couldn't come up with enough teams, so we ended up playing the 8U that year.
Okay.
And I want to say we went 4-2
That's
in
what I was about
8U
to
in
say. How did
seven.
y'all do? Y'all did pretty good. It was only
Yeah, we
like
went
y'all
four and
only
two.
lost to like Rare Breed, right?
We lost the Red Breed and the Georgia Rattlers, which are
Georgia
Yeah.
the team Georgia Rattlers now.
Georgia Rally, Coach Quigg seen, right?
Right.
Okay. So playing up, Y'all won more than y'all lost playing up at 7 years old. That's impressive. Most can't do
I
that.
feel like I feel like it was a testament. It was a situation that nobody wanted to be in, and but we stood tall and we went through it. But I feel like it helped us at the end because it humbled our boys. Because after winning that state championship, like more teams, everybody get big headed.
Right,
So they coming back playing up at you like it humbled everybody, bring everybody back down to ground level, and I feel like that's what helped this last year eight.
right. Okay, okay. So at 8U, one kid I can remember, and I don't know his name, is that running back. Is it 26?
Yeah, Jeremiah Jeter, 26.
26, Jeremiah Jeter. If you don't know, you gotta ask somebody. That kid, lightning speed. He get the ball, he touched the edge, and it's good. It's goodbye. And I caught a couple games of y'all when y'all played up at the AU, and even on the AU kids, it was he touched that edge. He get them numbers. You might as well throw your hands up because it's a touchdown. And I'm pretty sure
Yeah, man.
it's way more than just him. That's just someone that caught my eye that I can remember.
See, man, we got a team full of athletes, but our team really don't never play on a platform where it get much exposure.
Right,
So that was my main goal. To me telling the coach that I want to do the interview, man. Like our boy deserve the same exposure that other teams get because we got some of the top athletes in the state too, but they just don't get the recognition that they deserve.
right, right, right. So do any of y'all have any kids on the team?
No, sir. I
Okay,
got a 7-man coaching staff and only two coaches got kids on the team.
okay, okay. And we always hear this phrase, this word, this daddy ball situations. How y'all feel about that?
Go ahead, Roger. You want to answer? I'm answering it. I'll let y'all answer. Go ahead, speak up, though.
I don't know if y'all got my reception or not, but to me, you gonna catch that going on. I don't care if we're in Georgia, Alabama, it don't matter. You gonna always catch those dads trying to live that dream through their kids. And I'm just glad we got a staff that they don't get caught up into that.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because that's. Let me let Coach Kids back in. My bad, we lost you.
You good?
All right, there we go. You
Yeah,
got anything to say about the daddy ball situation?
Uh, See, we don't have the problem, cause as I think the team, if you got a good team, it reflects off your coaching staff. So I
Definitely.
think we have a good base of coaches that we spend a lot of time outside of the coaching, so we know how each other think. If we have a situation, we can come to one another and overcome that situation. I think that's the major key to make our team so successful. That it's about the coaching staff. So you only strong as your coaching staff. That's the only strength the team gonna have. You have a good coaching staff behind it. And I think that's one of the biggest pluses for our team going forward and being more successful is because the guys that we have around each other, we putting ideas together to coach the boys up for a lifelong journey, and then coaching them on working together as a team.
Definitely.
and I want to piggyback on that, man. Like daddy ball, you go get that. 'Cause
Yeah,
let's be honest. As a father, you feel like you know the most potential that your child has. So you trying to push the issue to see that potential. Sometimes as a coach, you get caught up in the moment. I don't have a kid on the team, but I ain't gonna sit here and act like it could happen. It won't happen. 'Cause my son will be 5 next year. Who goes to say that I'll be one of them guys got the coach to try to push my son to the top potential? But in the midst of that, I end up kind of playing daddy ball.
Right.
Sometimes all coaches get caught up in it. So I ain't go down talk.
And that's my whole thing about it. My take on it is it's like I understand because if you get to you got a kid on the team and you grab a team with less the kids that's just haven't played football. You start out with a 5U team and most of them kids nowadays don't even go outside. So you got your son. You've been letting your son go outside. You've been outside with them, giving them the football, that third with them, you know that kid's gonna be more advanced than other kids. Some call it daddy ball, but hey, let's just be honest. That's the kid that's more advanced than the others because you've been working with them. So of course, when it come down to you being in the game, you know who to trust. You know your son gonna
Right,
get it done because you know that's the one you've been putting the work in with.
right. But some people get backlash from that because their kid more advanced. Some parents feel like, why you work with my kid like that?
Right,
But people don't understand you have to do so much in practice doing, 2 hours,
right,
6 hours out the week. So that's why you got to go get trained. If you got to get, one-on-one work
right,
to get your child to that level.
right.
So most people who talk about daddy ball be people who want their child to get more shine. But
Definitely.
to get more shine, you got to get more work.
Right. And it's just like school. It's like the kids that's deemed to be the smart kids or the smarter kids are the kids that when they get home, mom and dad or nanny, whatever, whoever the guardian is, they put more work in with those kids. They reading books, they doing math, they science, da da da. So of course their IQ is going to be a little bit higher. When they get the test and doing tests, they going to get better scores on tests because they put more work in.
Yep, you
The
got to
facts
take
like
that initiative because whatever it's all about the work that done that don't nobody see.
Definitely.
man, it's all about cashing the checks, man. You got to put in the work to get the check so you can cash the check.
Yes,
Hmm.
sir.
You don't put in no work, your check gonna be small. It ain't gonna be much to cash.
And I've been seeing a couple this thing float around social media a lot lately. It was like 9 times out of 10, it's not the children. It's either the coach or the parent. So in y'all opinion, what's the best slash worst parent feature? What y'all like in a parent, what y'all dislike in parents?
I just like a dedicated parent.
Yeah,
Man. People always want to recruit the good kids, get the good kids, man. But me personally, I like getting the good parents. Because long you get the good parent, that puts you in a situation where you can really coach that child.
Yep.
You depend on him to be at all practices. You depend on him to be though. So instead of getting a great kid and he barely had practice, then when he had practice, he half-assed. And so to me, I rather get a dedicated parent. And to me, what I don't like in a parent is the parent who want more out their child, but ain't considering and ain't thinking about what they got to do to get that child better.
yeah,
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, us as coaches only can do but so much.
Right.
yep,
That's on all levels. That's when you get to middle school, high school, college. You got to take the initiative to put in the extra work outside of what you're doing with the team.
Yeah, and I think if you got your parents focused on the same thing as you focus on, which is like you say, the process of the process of the athletic field, which is from the rec to your middle school, your high school, the ultimate is my thing is as long as everybody got the ultimate goal at hand, which is to me a free education while doing something you like to do. That's the ultimate goal. Now, if you got parents that supporting that behind you, those kids, like Coach said, those kids gonna be those kids that you can train to follow the right path. Those gonna be those kids that you tell them to make this play or make this move. Is they become coachable kids as long as they got that right parent support behind them.
yeah. I think it shows that
That's my
I
feedback.
think it shows the kid that the parent really care what's going on. So I
Yeah.
feel like the child will respond better if they see their parents care. So now their
Yep.
attitude gonna be better, and then it make them more coachable kids because they're gonna instill that in their child. So if you doing something in life, you got to care about it. That's the only way you're gonna get the best result out of it. You got to care. So I think that trickle down from the parents. So if you get a good parent and the child see that parent care, that child gonna care also.
Hmm.
Definitely. And I know we all witnessed or all can say, we all can attest right now, like you got those parents that car ride home or that car ride to practice, they like, come baby, baby, baby. Or you got the other parents on the other hand, man, that kid ain't better than you and the coaches ain't letting you do this and da 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 da. So it all really falls back to the parents. The way you treat it. You gotta treat it the same way. You gotta have that same mind, that same goal in mind. One team, one dream, one goal. You got to have that in mind to build a winning team, a winning organization.
Yeah, man. Like I was just telling one of my coaches this morning. It's all about playing selfless football. It's no I in team. It's about the team. So you might not get all the touchdowns, or sometimes you got to block. Sometimes you might get a chance to run the ball. Sometimes you
Hmm.
got to do stuff that you don't want to do, but do what is good for the team, what benefit the team at the end of the day. And I preach that all the time. We play team ball, no I in team.
Definitely, but it
So
is the
long,
me in team, coach. What about that me?
Kobe, me as in me, better stand for 30 players. Everybody better be saying me as a team.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Cause to me, if we being honest, the great athletes ain't the ones that they can go out there and score a million touchdown. The great athlete is the person, the player that makes everybody around them better.
right, right.
So anybody, you find a lot of kids that can go score a lot of touchdowns because they might got a good line, they might got like a good lead blocking. But the kid that who makes everybody better around him, that's greatness.
Yes, sir. Because
Yep.
it's way like you don't have to make the tackle to make the play. You don't have to make
Correct.
the touchdown to make the play. You can make the
Facts.
play and you can impact the game way better or more than anybody on the field by making the play.
That's it. That's the small details of the game. You
Yep.
might make them cut back so your teammate can, for playing that cutback lane so they can make the tackle. But you made the play because you made them cut back into it.
Exactly, exactly.
That's, I think that's that me. That's that me in a team when you do your assignment. That's the me.
Handle me
Hmm.
first. Handle me first to help if everybody handling me, now the team is created. The team is doing
Yeah.
what we needed them to do. All
Yeah.
gears are turning. Now we good. We working. We moving as a machine. We're a well-oiled
Yeah.
machine.
Do your
So
job.
if
Don't
you
worry
got
about they
Yeah,
job.
eleven
that's just
Do
like
means,
your
if you
job.
got 11 means on the field, it'll be hard to beat them 11 means.
Versus that one or two eyes.
Yeah.
I agree.
yeah,
I agree. So when we think about kids, man, the term elite, the term stud, the term Rick, and all of that come in mind. What do y'all feel about the term elite first? What does elite mean to y'all?
Elite mean to me is the kid to put in the most work outside of what the team doing. Elite to me means the team the player that's working to get better. We all know some kids got to work harder than other kids because some kids just natural athletes. But hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard.
Absolutely.
So to me, to be elite, you got goals in mind and you working toward them goals.
Yep. Elite. But you gotta be able to put blood, sweat, and tears in it. That's elite all around,
See,
field
man,
and off the field.
a lot of people got it mixed up and confused. They think elite mean the player who the superstar. No, that player might be lazy and the game always catch up with you. Sooner or later, the game will always catch up with
Yes,
yep,
sir.
you. Yeah, because I know a lot of kids who were superstars in youth football but now don't even play high school football.
Man.
So it be the kid that work hard and follow the process and set the correct foundation. They these men, some parents will play the short game, some parents play the long game. It's all about the long game. To me, like Roger said, the free education. You got to play
yeah,
the long game.
Right, because the short game don't mean nothing. The short game really don't mean nothing. Who cares about a 8-year-old superstar? Who cares about a 10-year-old superstar? Who cares about a 12-year-old superstar? Nobody. That kid ain't that kid
yep,
can't create something better for himself or his family. So you got to look at it as, man, we trying to get this free education. So I know my child is I'm building this solid foundation, and I know my child gonna be successful with or without this ball.
In fact,
hmm Determin
that's the goal of it
and
all.
determination, meaning that, like Coach say, your eliteness, meaning you're not only limiting yourself to no that whether it's a football field, baseball field, whatever. You're not limiting yourself to that. You're growing yourself physically and mentally at the same process, keeping yourself educated, trying to make it to the next level on like you say, we want to get a scholarship as far as an athlete. That's a good thing. But the ultimate thing is to grow young men to understand that they got assignments in life, which is to get that free education as best, get as much knowledge as you can, especially on our end, being our race. We trying to get them to that next level of, okay, yeah, you good at football, but like you say, be
I,
elite and
I,
become that
we can take
ultimate player
the off.
on and off the field.
Yep.
Nah, for
Yeah, you got to
sure.
become that player off the field. You can't be limited to just, oh yeah, I'm a star athlete, but it's a lot of star athletes falling out right now because they can't make the scores to become that next to make it to that next level, whether it's high school or on the college level. They're not passing those tests. That means they're slacking on the ultimate part of what we're trying to do is making sure they're understanding that the education is the way and the athletic to be an athlete is the bonus to what you're trying to do. Your ultimate goal. That's elite to me.
Facts. Facts. So with of course we saw the this year is more and more information coming out. You see the multi sport athletes are the ones that they're targeting. It was like a 50 or 60 percentile out of the everybody in the draft that was multi sport athletes that they were choosing, that they were looking for. They said it was only like 10% of kids that played one sport. So how do y'all feel about just playing football?
I feel as like sometimes you gotta give football a break. You should venture off to play other sports because who's to say you might not be better in baseball than football or basketball than football? If you don't open the door and give yourself a chance to experience them other sports, you really limiting yourself.
Mm.
And also, I feel like other sports help you out with different sports also.
Exactly. They all correlate.
Yeah,
So basketball shape is different than football in shape.
Right.
So I feel like that they all go with each other. That can help that be a better athlete, not just a football player, a basketball player, or athlete.
yep.
Yeah, definitely. 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 So
Can't get tunnel vision doing, man. That's the way I see it. You can't get tunnel vision by players sticking to one sport because of somebody direction. That's tunnel vision in that kid. Like Coach say, they don't never know. Football might not be your thing. I've seen couple of kids that come in, they football player, but shit, right now they start basketball player or start track players. You know what I'm saying? It's all in finding your avenue. What's gonna be comfortable for you.
right.
Don't get complacent in what they do.
Most deaf. And another thing, you can't coach or teach genetics.
Nah.
Like you got to understand the fact that if you and your wife or your kid's mother both under 5 foot, 5'6", 5'9", you can't expect that kid to pretty much be no uh, cornerback, quarterback, nothing really. It's not unless he got to be awesome. He got to be awesome for him to make it under that height. Because right now, if you look at it, majority of the people in the NFL, NBA, MLB, all of these people pretty much be 6 foot or better. You got a
Yeah.
couple that's diamonds in the rough that's 5'10", 5'11". Nothing under that. Everything under that, you got to be a Kyler Murray, and it's not many of them out there.
And for you to have those genetics, like you gotta be willing to work harder than anybody around you, cause it's gonna be tougher for you.
Definitely. Like Kobe said, man, when the lights go off, that show me who the better player. When the lights go off. That's Kobe say that's when he put his most work in when the lights shut off.
Yeah, no fact. Like you gotta understand, like genetics, it play a big part. Like Kobe
Hmm.
said, if Allen Iverson was 6'2", the league would have been in trouble.
Oh man. Oh man. So
So
uh this week that bring us to this we went past 6U y'all won the state. 7U y'all played up, won more games than y'all lost. 8U, how was the 8U season last year?
what 7 year we playing the B2C also.
7 you played in the B2C. Okay, how did that go?
We beat Grayson in the first round. Then we ran into that College Park team, which they ended up
Mm,
being as I want to say 19-6, 19-7. We took
okay,
an L against College Park. And 7U B2C.
okay, okay. Yeah, College Park had a nice squad. Did they win? What? No, Twin City won that year again, right?
No,
Yeah.
Twin City they
They didn't
didn't play
play.
in B2C.
So who won
Last
that year?
time, College Park won that year.
College Park won that year. They did. Yeah, they played at the high school
They,
down there.
yeah,
The Georgia
they beat
Eagles.
the Eagles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they beat the Eagles.
Georgia Eagles. I remember that. Okay, okay. So 7U, y'all played there. Y'all it didn't turn out how y'all wanted to turn out. So then y'all made it 8U. 8U, how did that season?
You went pretty good. Man. I want to say we went 19-1.
Yeah, about something like.
We went undefeated during the season. We won our Maple League. Then we played in the Super Bowl against Georgia Eagles,
Uh-huh.
Believe.
and we lost to them 6-12, which came down to the last 4 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So
And,
we
and I predicted that game to be the game of the week or something like that too, because I knew y'all and that game was gonna be big because I knew y'all the system that y'all ran with this down south Georgia football. You got to beat me in the trenches. You got to beat. We only running for 2 yard, 3 yard cloud of dust. That's how y'all play. And the Eagles play. They spread the ball out and they try to get the ball to their athletes. So I knew that game would come. It would go either way, one way or the other. Somebody was gonna end up, and it was gonna be very close. I knew that.
Yeah, man, it was a big stage, which I fought myself because all last season I really didn't put my kids on no big stage. So the stage was huge for my kids. I feel like I don't make no excuses. We took that L on the chin. We learned from that L. We kept moving. We made no excuses. Anytime we lose, we make no excuses. And actually, we lost to Twin City and 6U in the Maple Championship. They beat us in the Maple Championship. And every time we take an L in a big game like that, we make our boys sit there and clap it up for other teams and really soak the loss in.
Right.
Because either like we using motivation, we make no excuse. We take the L, we using motivation to get better. And that's what we did. In Twin City, we did it against the Eagles in that Super Bowl game. They won. I made my boy clap it up for him, tell him good job, and soak it in.
Right.
Because if you don't soak that in and really accept what happened, you can't come from it. So that's what we do. But they beat us, and we gonna see them again this
Yeah, definitely. So so that moves on. You win your league. You go to the crossover Super Bowl championship. Lose a tight, tough game against Georgia Eagles. Y'all went down to United Tights, right?
year. Yeah, the United States National
Now
Tournament, we won that.
won that. Okay, yeah. So you go
Yeah,
down to the United Tights Nationals, win that, and now everybody looking like, okay, that's a team that we know we got to look for. That's a team we know anytime they on the field, they going to play ball. We know these people going to show up and they going to play ball. Then you come to the off season and you hear Newnan Outlaws, Newnan Outlaws, Newnan Outlaws, Newnan Outlaws, Newnan Outlaws, Newnan Outlaws. Like, what's going on over there in Outlaw Nation? You get arguably 3, 4 of the best athletes in the class to join y'all team. Tell us about that.
um, don't get me wrong, it's a good thing, man. We glad to have them guys aboard, man. That just add more depth and more finesse we can add to our team. Cause like I told all them guys, like man, obviously, I was content with my team. I ain't gonna lie to you. I told all them saying I was content with my team. We ready to go into all season, work on what we messed up last season, and go back to work. But luckily, we added, some more pieces on that can make us strong as a team. And now, now it's all about putting it together. Like I'm telling the coach, a roster is a roster. The game still got to be played. The coach still got to coach.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people get hyped up by who they got in the offseason or this and that, and go lose a big game or go lose because they worry about the hype. We don't worry about the hype. We worry about Newnan Outlaws.
Right.
We keep it like that. We don't worry about what they doing over here, what they doing over here, or who they add, or what they trying to do. Like, we don't get caught up in the hype. A lot of people get caught up in the hype and take on that added pressure. We don't do that. We worry about things that we can control, which is Newnan Outlaw 9.
Right.
So,
And
but adding them pieces definitely go, add a lot of finesse to our team.
and I can second coach because it was hard for me to even get in contact with coach. I had to run into coach at the camp. It was a camp down there in Newnan. I had to come all the way to Newnan to run into coach and be like, hey man, we need to connect this year. I want y'all to be a part of my platform this year. I'm gonna definitely be following y'all. I had it because it's no social media. You ain't seeing Newnan Outlaw now. You on social media bragging, boasting, or saying nothing this or that, nothing that. You see them boys every time when you see them, it's on the 50-yard line, ready to play ball.
Cause that's it. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta teach these boys. Yeah, everybody want to win, but you gotta know how to lose too. A lot of people they don't know how to lose.
Definitely,
To me, you get more from a loss than you do from a win. Because when you win, you overlook a lot of mistakes.
definitely,
Mm.
So when you get on social media talking all that hype or all these grown people going back and forth about we go whoop y'all, well we go whoop y'all or y'all sorry, we don't do none of that, man. I sit back and watch everything they say. I use gab, fuel for the fire.
And
definitely.
We just
Oh,
keep our cleats tied and we keep working.
Yeah,
see the
definitely,
thing,
But like
our
if
process.
you know, man, our old staff, man, we got history. We been in this a long time.
definitely.
And see to me,
You
my
know,
thing, we so
my bad,
used to my bad, coach. My
my
thing
go ahead.
is we so used to the grind.
Right,
And what I mean by that is we in a process that we get brand new kids at every age group every single year. So you got to be able to know how to coach and be able to be mindful in order to put those new players in a position where they can equal out with our team. So we so used to that. That's the reason why none of the other nonsense. That's why it never get to us. It rolled right off our back. Like I say, meet us at the 50. We're gonna see what's going on then.
That's
it
it.
don't
Because
matter.
we
It don't. It don't matter how good. I think it don't matter how good a kid is. You still have to coach that kid in
definitely.
order to get the best potential. You can get a top team, the top kids from each state, and put them on a team. Of course, they're gonna be good. But what if you take that extra step into coaching that kid, on putting them in the right position, to make the best play, put them in the and learn out their strength, their weaknesses, and all that. You build a better, solid team. Like I think that was one thing we magnify in our coaching staff. We trying to put the best kid in the best position to help the team instead of
and
looking at what that kid done did and just throwing him out there. Nah, you ain't gonna get the best result from that kid. If you take
Definitely.
that little time to coach that team and coach that kid and make sure they know your system and they learn the
Right.
system, you get the better results from that kid. And I think that we really focus on as coaching at Newnan Outlaw. That we about. We about building the team up instead of just going out there just calling plays and letting the kid run the play. No, you got to start with a foundation.
all about life lessons, man. Like man, even when we whoop a team, we beat a team, we still say good game. Well, I get on social media, I might see that coach on social media, I be like, coach, man, great game, great team. But a lot of coaches beat a team and get on the internet and want to just and blast the hell out of the team. That just come back to you know how to win, know how to lose. You gotta stay even keel through the wins and the losses.
Yeah, most definitely. And like Coach Kid said, it's about the system. If you got a system already in place, it don't matter who you get. You could put anybody in that system. That system gonna flourish. That's why coaches like Nick Saban, great coach, Belichick, great coach, because they got a well-known system.
In fact. And then in the off season when it comes to recruiting different players, man, a lot of coaches make promises or try to guarantee this. Me, like, I told all my guys that coming in, I told their dad, if you willing to for your child to come in and compete and get better against iron sharpen iron, do the outlaws is the play for you. If you don't want to compete or you try to live out what you did last 2 years, do the outlaws is the play for you. But all the new guys came on board, they agreed that they want their child to get better and they playing a long game. So now that they're officially the new outlaw.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So this next segment of the show is I got a series of 10 questions. Give y'all 60 seconds. Each of y'all can answer. Uh, I'm gonna say a phrase or a word, and you just give me a quick first thing off your mind, what you feel about it.
Okay.
Okay. First thing first, you football.
It's a tool that we use to bring kids together.
Stack teams.
You got to coach them.
You got to be coach.
Still got to be coach.
Travel ball.
Good
Ne-
Uh,
experience for the kids.
to me,
Oh,
it's next level.
okay. Rent teams.
That's the foundation. I feel like all teams start off as a rec team. It's a foundation that you got to build upon.
Development.
That's the key to it all. You got to be
yeah,
able to develop the bill.
well,
Yes, sir. The small detail. That's part of the small detail.
yep.
Parents living through kids.
Get out your kid way and let your kid build his own foundation.
Hmm. Let him become his own individual.
Daddy ball.
It happens. It's
Hey,
part of the game.
that baby, man.
Parent expectations.
You got to set goals to achieve. So you got to have expectation for everything you do.
The phrase "we do it for the kids."
You got to mean it from the heart. A lot of people don't.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah, they got to be
mean it
from the
from.
heart. You just can't pimp that
Our fa-
situation.
we've been rocking off family first for a long time. Longer me and
Yeah,
Willie been together. Before I got with him, that was his motto. Family first, man. So we've been living out that for a long time. That's our foundation. That's the first thing for us is found family first. Then we're a team.
And last but not least, passion.
You gotta have love for the game.
got to, man. You
Gotta have love for the game. You won't last if you
Passion
ain't
got
got.
to be
you got to.
passion got to be in you, not on you.
That's it. You can't coach passion, man.
Ah,
Okay. And this next segment, man, we call it laces and spaces. Laces is a tough question on just y'all team. I'm asking tough questions about your team, whatever. And spaces is X's and O's. Make sure X's and O's question. Anybody all can speak it. Y'all all can talk about it. So first, laces, the tough question I have for y'all. How are y'all gonna manage all that y'all just got? Everything y'all just picked up, how y'all gonna manage?
When you got a system and you got a machine, they like having an RT charger, man. You just kicking the motor. The motor still gonna have to do the same thing you go do. You just adding more power to it and just adding to the power of the engine. That's all we're doing. It ain't nothing different.
nah, it ain't.
That's
Uh,
what I'm gonna tell the
All
world. It
about
ain't nothing different.
system.
But the motor go do what it do.
our freight when our main is on the field outside of small detail is the best limb going on the field. So whoever the best limb at that week, that's what's on the field.
Yes, sir. So y'all went from RT to a straight eight.
No, no, hold on. Right now we're still an RT, man. Ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing to it.
They don't
Nothing.
serve wine for a time, huh?
That's it. I ain't writing no checks that I can't pay it right now. So you talk to me in postseason, what's you got an engine to turn into?
Yes, sir. So here is the spaces, the X's and O's question. Cover three, man. What's your linebacker assignments?
What kind of formation are you in? What kind of formation offense are you
Offense, you got trips offense. You cover three and you cover three with the trips offense.
in? Yeah, you gotta give me more detail, man. Which way the safety dropping down? It's a scheme to it, coach. I seen your
Hmm.
last interview. Yeah, you gotta give me more detail. What you talking about? Come on,
So,
we can talk
you
ball.
got
Hey, he just went to
We can
talk.
talk ball for
Hey, he just went to talk. I'm like, I'm listening. I'm waiting on the rest of the question.
you got, got,
Yeah,
anything.
we got somebody in motion. We got somebody coming. We try to hear all
Hey,
that, man. We got to
I'm
have
just
all.
listening. I'm waiting on the rest of the question.
so you got
I know. I see you last interview. You got to give me more detail. He could be playing zone. Hey, the inside he could be covering flag. The quarterback. It depends on what scheme you got.
so on the base cover three, man. What's the linebackers assignment?
You do got to tell me what we doing though. Tell me the formation. We gonna switch up.
They definitely in the trips formation.
Hey, coaches, I got to get out of here, man. I got to get back on the clock.
I
Go
appreciate
ahead.
it,
Can't play.
coach, for tuning in.
All right, brother. Appreciate y'all.
In the Bay cover three, man, that inside linebacker drop that middle, put in the middle right hash to the middle right half of the field, hash of the field. It depends on the scheme, man. I have a scheme. And trips anyway. You talk about a trip, so that's difficult.
Yeah, most def. So I got you. I gotta tune that up a little bit. I gotta get my whiteboard on when I ask those
Yeah,
questions.
I told you, hey, yeah, give me more detail. We can talk ball. We got interview, the whole interview about talking ball.
when I when I ask those questions, I gotta have my whiteboard in front of me, man, so we can y'all I give you a look on it, and you will see exactly what I mean.
I got you.
But now that pretty much wraps up the interview, man. I appreciate y'all guys for tuning in. It definitely was one of the great interviews for the books. This another like I just want to thank y'all again for being an asset to the community and helping these kids out because a lot of these kids don't have that. Like y'all are y'all dad to some, y'all uncle to some, y'all big brother to some. So I just want to commend y'all and take my hats off right now, give y'all flowers now, and appreciate y'all for doing exactly what y'all doing.
I appreciate that, man. Like, man, I want to shout you out too for bringing this on. My main goal to even come on doing the interview was to give my boy more exposure because they deserve it. Because a lot of my boys get overlooked because I don't put them on stages where they can be exposed, or I guess because my team don't follow the hype.
That that
But right now, man, the Newnan Outlaw 9, I'm gonna shout my boys out, shout my Outlaw parents out. I'm gonna shout my coaches, my team on, and the whole Outlaw organization. And again, tell you thanks for bringing this on, and hopefully, we can do some more work by posties. I tell you what kind of motor we got.
no doubt, man. I'll be following y'all this season for sure. I'm trying to get at least a few of y'all games. We can get out there, get it recorded, get some highlights and all that type stuff going for y'all. Get y'all some. I know y'all probably got like 1 or 2 games on YouTube, but we'll get y'all YouTube presence up and build y'all up a little bit.
Sound like a plan, and we appreciate that, Coach.
Yes, sir. No problem, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We out of
All
here.
right, man. Good luck,
Network. We gone.